What's up, six travelers? Abu from around the good world here. Welcome back to another video. And do you remember 3 weeks ago, I think, that I asked you to give me some questions on that video? I got your questions and today I'm gonna be answering in a Q&A video. Q&A video. Let's go on the first one, which is from Emily J. Sparrow. And Emily asked me for like 6 questions, I think. So let's go with the first one. How many countries have you visited? Hi Emily. Until now I've visited 34 countries. Do you plan to visit all countries in Europe? I think so. Yeah, why not? Like, I have no plan for visiting all countries in Europe or all countries in the world, but yeah, I would like to visit as many countries as I can, and why not all countries in Europe or all countries in the world? How many Greek islands have you visited? To begin with, right now, I'm on a Greek island. Wow. It's called Crete. It's one of the biggest islands in the Mediterranean and one of the most beautiful, definitely. But to be honest, I feel a bit ashamed because I've just visited 5 or 6 Greek islands. I don't know if it's a lot or not, but... What was your craziest travel adventure so far? That was definitely in Iran, when my whole backpack got stolen with my passport inside. That was terrible, that was horrible, and I was so extremely lucky to find the thief accidentally in the street. I chased him down because he recognized me, so he started running, and I chased him down, and finally I caught him. I took him to the police station, and in the end I got everything back, but it was like, the whole situation was ridiculously hilarious, and it's definitely the best travel experience I have until now. Which was the most peaceful place you've ever visited? I'll have to go with Japan on this one, even though Nepal can get some credits as well because it's really peaceful, but you cannot really beat Japan. Like, everybody and everything in Japan is so quiet and peaceful, and you feel so like not threatened by anything. You can just leave your mobile on the street, just go and come back after 2 hours. Your mobile phone will still be there waiting for you. Have you visited a place you wouldn't go back again, and why? If I have to be fair, I would go with India on that. Oh no! For me, India was very, very, very nasty. Like, but I can't say I wouldn't go back again. Like, I want to travel back in India, but yeah, like, if you ask me what's the worst place you've ever visited, it's India. Mirela VR asks me which is my top travel destination that I want to visit. My top travel destination, hands down, is South America. And more specifically, I would love to visit Colombia, Peru, Patagonia, but generally like South America in general. I'm dying to visit, and it will probably be one of my next journeys. But I need the budget first, so... And she also asked me, if I couldn't live in Greece, where would I want to live? If I couldn't live in Greece, that's a tough one. But because I can't live without olive oil, I guess I would choose Portugal. Because the culture is very similar with Greece, and Portuguese people are so fucking awesome, and I've met all of the Portuguese people I've met, they're so awesome, and like, we hang out like brothers all the time, so the culture is really, really similar. And their country, they have lots of sun, lots of beach, lots of olive oil, so yes. Time zone junkies, what's up guys? They asked me what would be the craziest journey you would do. For example, driving a tuk-tuk from Thailand to Greece. So I think I've already done the craziest journey I can think of, which was cycling from Greece to India. 3.5 years ago, I hopped on my bike and I cycled from my home to India. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But if I have to think of a new challenge, a new crazy journey to do, that would be probably to sail the Atlantic Ocean. In a sailing boat, of course. Like, I always wanted to sail and I always wanted to make a huge journey on a sailing boat, so yeah, I would go with sailing the Atlantic. Do you have a healthy diet when you're traveling? I guess, kinda. Like, generally I'm trying to eat as healthy as possible, But you know, you're on the road as well, so you know that sometimes you have to eat junk because there's just nothing else. Do you do any exercise while traveling to stay in shape? Dude, have you seen my backpack? I mean, I'm carrying around like a 25 kilo monstrosity of backpack, and I'm hitchhiking, I'm walking up hills, down hills, I'm going around. You do the same, so you actually know it. So I think all this way of travel is a lot of exercise in the first place, so I don't need to exercise. That's how I travel. Whew, it's cold out here. Let me wear my jacket. Who else? It's Lifetime Travel Mates. Hi guys. They also have two questions, and the first one is, before shooting, how long do you plan the video? That totally depends on the video actually. Sometimes it can be a whole week because I have to write the script and then go out and see the location, and then maybe I will have to go in 3 or 4 or 5 different locations to shoot, and then I have to go back and edit the whole thing, so it might be from anything from 1 day to do everything to 7 days. It really depends on the project though, and what you want to say, what's your story. Can you share more of those ideas and future projects? Future projects. I've already told you that I want to visit South America, so that's one. There's another very raw idea of starting a journey with no destination, and that means that I will just start hitchhiking and go wherever luck wants me to go, and ending up in a random country or place or whatever. And generally I have many ideas, but like... Oh, that's my friend Alale. Hi Alale! She needs to buy a new camera for her channel, and she needed to be a bit cheap, and at the same time, which are the basic features that this camera should have. I am not allowed to answer this question because simply I do not know your budget. To be honest, if you're just starting out, spend maximum $400 or euros or whatever your currency is. Like, don't buy something more than 400. And my camera is a bit more expensive than that range, so if you want to check it out, it's G7. But I would say you to buy something with 400 euros with the best low light performance and the best autofocus you can find on that price range. Next question from Sebidar. Hi Sebidar! What is the best power bank for traveling? Lightweight or a bit heavy with more power? That's a great question, seriously. Like, I will go with the heavier one with more power inside because it's just me. But if somebody wants to go lightweight, yeah, I would go with the more power inside so that I can use it for more days on the road. Mariana now asks me, how do you imagine yourself in 5 or 10 years from now? That's a tough one, Mariana. But if I have to be completely honest here, first of all, I would like to make a living out of traveling. I would love to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I mean, like, that's kind of a joke, but I mean it at the same time, even though I don't really know how we'll get there, but I'll try.
Do or do not.
Actually, there's no try. And at the same time, if you also mean what do you want to do generally in the future, I would like to travel with my family, have a family and travel all together with them. And for the last question now, Horiar, hi mate, how would you like to be remembered by your family and friends? I really haven't thought of that anyway, but I guess with love? What do you mean? Like, am I dead? Or like I'm living and people are remembering me? Like, you have to specify a little bit better this question. But yeah, I would like to be remembered with love. And what would make you proud on your deathbed? That's kinda creepy, man. And again, in that question as well, I don't really understand it because, like, I don't know how I will be thinking just before I die. If I would die tomorrow, I'm proud because I accomplished my biggest dream, which was to travel around the world. I'm still proud of it. I will always be proud of it. If you ask me what would make me proud in my deathbed when I will be 80 years old, I can't really answer the question because I'm not 80 years old yet, so I don't know how I will be thinking at that time. But anyway, if you want an answer on that, which is still creepy, is that I would still like to accomplish all of my life dreams and aspirations, and that would be to travel more, travel everywhere around the world, make a family, and be happy with my family and friends. And then I go take my car and die, you know, today. So, these were your questions and now you have your answers. I hope you got to know me a bit better on this one. Again, we're on that stage of the video that I have to ask you to give this a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and really subscribe to this channel, as this actually helps me to keep going and create more content. And thanks for watching, be well and travel more!